The fog rolled over the hills like a living thing. Every night it came closer. Every night another light vanished. The people of Asvhale stopped asking why. They locked their doors, covered their windows, and when the distant bells echoed through the darkness, nobody looked outside, because everyone knew what walked in the fog, or at least they thought they did. 18-year-old Rowan never believed the stories. Monsters, curses, shadow kings. To him, they were nothing more than old tales told by frightened villagers. Then one night the fog knocked on his door, 3 slow taps, not scratching, not calling, knocking. His parents froze. His younger sister hid beneath a blanket. Nobody moved, nobody breathed. Then the knocking came again. Rowan grabbed a lantern and walked toward the door. His father told him to stop. His mother whispered his name. He opened the door anyway. The village was gone. No houses, no roads, no stars, only endless white fog stretching into nothing. And standing ahead was a gigantic black door. It towered over him like a mountain. Strange silver symbols moved across its surface like living creatures. The moment Rowan looked at them, he heard whispers, thousands of voices speaking together. Some laughed, some cried, some begged for help. Then the door slowly opened by itself. Behind it was a city made of shadows. Black towers pierced a crimson sky. Rivers of silver light flowed through empty streets. Massive statues stared down from impossible heights. The place looked abandoned, yet Rowan felt millions of eyes watching him. Before he could run, the door slammed shut behind him. The sound echoed across the city like thunder. Suddenly a voice spoke from the darkness. "You are late!" Rowan spun around. A tall figure stood in the shadows. It wore a crown made of black antlers and a cloak that moved like smoke. Its face was hidden beneath darkness. Only 2 silver eyes shone beneath the hood. "Who are you?" Rowan asked. The figure laughed. "I am the last king." The ground trembled. Across the city, thousands of shadowy figures emerged from buildings and alleys. They were neither alive nor dead. Warriors, kings, monsters, forgotten things older than history itself. Every one of them knelt before Rowan. His heart nearly stopped. "Why are they bowing?" he asked. The king stepped closer. "Because they remember you." Rowan shook his head. "I've never been here." "Not in this life," the king replied. Then he touched Rowan's forehead. The world shattered. Memories exploded inside his mind. He saw ancient battlefields beneath black moons. He saw dragons larger than mountains. He saw himself standing upon a throne made from stars. He remembered commanding armies that crossed entire worlds. He remembered ruling the Shadow Realm 10,000 years ago. And he remembered his greatest mistake. Long ago he had tried to steal immortality from the gods. The gods answered by destroying his kingdom and erasing him from history. His soul was shattered and reborn countless times across the ages. Yet part of him always remained here, sleeping beneath the ruins of his forgotten empire. Rowan collapsed to his knees. The memories felt too large for a human mind. "No," he whispered, "that's impossible." The king stared at him. "The gods are returning." Lightning flashed across the red sky. For the first time, Rowan noticed giant cracks spreading through the heavens. Something was trying to break into the world, something enormous, something angry. Suddenly, a deafening roar shook the city. One of the cracks burst open. A colossal golden eye appeared beyond the sky itself. It was larger than mountains, larger than oceans, larger than reason. The eye looked directly at Rowan. and it remembered him. The city began collapsing. Towers crumbled, rivers boiled, the shadows screamed. The king drew a sword forged from darkness. The gods have found us. More cracks split the sky. Massive hands reached through them. Ancient beings stepped into reality. Their bodies burned with golden fire. Their faces were hidden behind masks of sunlight. Wherever they walked, existence itself broke apart. Rowan knew one thing. They had not come to forgive. They had come to finish what they started 10,000 years ago. The king handed him the black sword. The moment Rowan touched it, shadows erupted across the city like a storm. The kneeling army rose. Millions of warriors lifted their weapons. Dragons of darkness emerged from beneath the ruins. The earth shook beneath marching feet. Rowan looked at the army, then at the gods descending from the shattered sky. Fear filled him. But something else awoke beneath the fear, something ancient, something dangerous. He raised the sword, the shadows roared, the gods answered with thunder. And beneath the dying sky, the last war of creation began. The first god struck before the armies could move. A spear of golden fire tore through the sky and crashed into the city. Entire districts vanished in a flash. Stone became dust. Shadows became ash. The shockwave threw Rowan across the shattered streets. For a moment, everything went silent. Then the screams began. Millions of shadow warriors charged at once. The ground shook beneath them. Dark dragons climbed into the sky, their wings blotting out the crimson clouds. The gods descended to meet them. When dragon claws collided with divine fire, the heavens cracked like glass. Rowan rose to his feet, gripping the black sword. Strange symbols crawled across the blade and wrapped around his arm like living ink. The weapon was waking up, or maybe it was remembering him. The giant golden eye above the world narrowed. It knew exactly who he was now, the forgotten king, the one who had challenged the gods and survived. Suddenly Rowan heard a voice inside his head. Not the king, not the shadows, something older. "Run!" Rowan froze. The voice came again. "You cannot win." He turned and saw a girl standing in the ruins. She looked no older than 16. Silver hair drifted around her face, although there was no wind. Her eyes glowed with pale blue light. Somehow she looked completely untouched by the battle raging around them. "Who are you?" Rowan shouted. Before she could answer, a falling dragon crashed between them. Fire exploded through the streets. When the smoke cleared, she was gone, as if she had never existed. Then the king appeared beside Rowan. Blood-black shadows poured from wounds across his armor. "The gods are not the real enemy," he said. Rowan stared at him. What could be worse than this? The king looked upward. Fear appeared in his silver eyes for the first time. The thing that created them. Another crack opened in the sky, then another, then hundreds. Golden gods stopped fighting and looked upward. Even they seemed afraid. Something moved behind the broken heavens. At first, Rowan thought it was a mountain. Then he realized mountains were far too small. A gigantic shape drifted beyond reality itself, endless, silent, watching. Stars disappeared behind its shadow. Entire constellations vanished. The gods fell back. The dragons retreated. Every creature on the battlefield suddenly understood the same terrifying truth. They were all insects compared to whatever was coming. A deep sound rolled across existence. It wasn't a roar. It wasn't a voice. It was something much worse. The sound of reality bending. The sky split completely apart. Darkness flooded through the opening, not normal darkness. This darkness swallowed light itself. Golden flames vanished inside it, stars vanished inside it. Even sound seemed to disappear. Then a face emerged, if it could even be called a face. Countless eyes floated across an endless black surface. Millions of them opened at once. Each eye stared in a different direction. Each eye held a dying universe inside it. Rowan's knees nearly gave out. His mind struggled just to look at the creature. The king lowered his sword. The gods knelt, not out of respect, out of terror. The impossible being spoke. Every eye moved toward Rowan. "Found you." The words echoed across creation. Suddenly, Rowan remembered something even older than his memories as king. Older than the empire, older than the gods. He remembered a prison. He remembered helping build it. And he remembered what had been locked inside. The thing before him. Long ago, the gods had not created the prison to protect humanity. They had created it to protect reality itself. But somehow, across thousands of forgotten years, the prison had weakened. And Rowan was the key that had finally opened it. The creature smiled. Entire galaxies disappeared between its teeth. "You always come back," it whispered. The king grabbed Rowan's shoulder. "Listen carefully. There is only one chance." The ground beneath them cracked apart. Cities collapsed into darkness. Dragons were swallowed whole. Even the gods began disappearing. Rowan could feel the universe unraveling around him. "What chance?" he shouted. The king looked directly into his eyes. "You must remember the final memory." Rowan frowned. "What memory?" The king's expression darkened. "The one your mind buried because it was too terrible to keep." Before Rowan could answer, the king pressed his hand against Rowan's forehead. Instantly, a forgotten memory exploded awake. And what Rowan saw made him wish he had never remembered. Because long before the gods, long before humanity, long before the stars themselves, he had known the creature's real name. And once, it had called him friend. The memory shattered through Rowan like lightning. For the first time, he understood everything. The creature was not born evil. It was the first living thing in existence, created before stars, before worlds, before time itself. It had once wandered an empty universe alone for eternity. In its loneliness, it created life. It created the gods. It created countless civilizations.